guys, happy festive holiday. I hope you are doing fine. I hope you're doing well in this festive holiday, keeping warm, planning to go to a vacation, maybe to go and travel up country or just stay indoors during the holiday. Whatever the case is, thank you for coming back to Lily Katule channel. If you're new here, I create content on beauty, motherhood and motivation. So if this is your kind of content, kindly hit that subscribe button and follow the notification bell so that every time I upload new content you get notified. Today's video, I just want it to be very chilled, relaxed. You can see I don't even have my makeup on because we just want to talk, girl talk, and I share tips, I will call them tips, of how I survive when my nanny leaves during the festive holidays. I know it can be a bit stressing for us moms, especially if you have more than one child and especially like really young age and things have to go on still. They are babies, they depend on you. So you're on holiday but you're still a mom. So these are some of the things that I've been doing since I became a mom, and that's since 3 years ago, and I've seen them working for me every time my nanny leaves or I don't have a nanny during that time. And I hope that if you didn't know, you can know and they will be helpful, or you can relate to some of these tips. And also I would love to hear what you normally do when the nanny leaves. So I hope you enjoy, have fun. It is a holiday, a festive season, and as much as we have responsibilities and duties as moms, we also need rest time because it's the holiday and we all start the new year, going back to work or just doing whatever we normally do all year round. So we also need maximum rest as mothers, despite us having duties that are 100% need to be fulfilled, which are taking care of the children. So what works for me is I have, or not really I have, but I make a maximum of 2 meals in a day. And this is because breakfast definitely has to be different from the rest of the meals, but whatever I'm going to make during lunch is the same thing that we will eat during supper. And this has reduced the cooking bit, which sometimes, especially during the festive holiday, you want to cook complex things. So this can be at least reduce the stress of cooking double meals, which can take long in the kitchen. So yeah, whatever we're going to eat during lunch is what we will finish during supper. And if, for example, I cooked a lot of supper the previous day, then I cook, like if you cooked supper, I have to make sure it's enough for us to eat during lunch, so that now I only cook the supper. That has worked for me. It has given me time to do other things during the time that I was supposed to cook, or even time to relax. And as the baby is asleep, at least I get to relax and have me time. Something else that has worked for me also is cooking multiple meals, like cereals, like boiling them, just pre-cooking them and then storing them in the fridge. And this is foods that mostly the adults will eat because I don't like babies not taking fresh foods, especially if they are under 7 years old. So yeah, we cook, like we boil a lot of cereals like the beans, maize, dengu, which is the green grams. What else? Jahe, Bazi, those kind of cereals, and all the cereals that you know, the legumes. So you boil them and then you put them into the freezer. So you just put them into small pieces, or not pieces but packets, yes, just the size of the family. And then every time you need to like use it, at least you remove it like hours earlier, and then most of them make a very good stew, meaning you can cook them with either potatoes, you can cook them with chapati, you can cook them with rice, you can cook them with chicken. So it all depends. Or you can cook them with broccoli, like some vegetables. So depending on what you want, you will not really like complete a whole meal from scratch. It will be at least you've been given a leeway of time ahead because you've already pre-boiled them. And then for those who have now smaller kids, of course, cooking a meal for young kids, it's very easy. It will take you less than 30 minutes. So definitely after you've cooked this meal for the adults, then you can make fresh foods for the young ones. So those are things that really are helping me during the festive holiday. The next thing is I wake up a little bit earlier than the babies. So if, for example, my child wakes up around 7:30, so I'll make sure at least by 6 I'm awake, so that if it is necessary, remember it's not a must, but this is something that works for me, because I feel like sometimes I need time alone. I also am a person who wants to plan their day ahead and see what am I supposed to do, what can I do during this time, and what can I not do during this time. Also, I like getting my alone time to meditate, to pray, to think about the things that are working, to think about maybe something is stressing me, what can I do about it, to talk to people that I feel like that's the time that I'm really awake and active, so they will get most of my attention. So I wake up at least a bit earlier. Remember, it's a festive holiday. If you don't want to wake up earlier than the kids, it's also okay, but this is something for those who want to wake up a little bit earlier to do one or two things that they deem important to them, or that's the time that they feel like they want to do or take a personal time on their own. The other thing is doing laundry and washing the house once a week, and not by yourself, because oh my god, those clothes will be so much. Like my child wears 3 to 4 outfits in a day, so imagine me storing that for a week, and also imagine me wearing clothes 2 times or 3 times in a day. That's a lot of work. So doing laundry and washing the house once a week, but getting someone, a mama four, we call them mama four, or a day bag. Some people have day bags now, they don't come daily, so they come once a week. This will help in saving a lot of costs, especially like washing every day. That's water, that's detergent, that's your effort, that's your time and all that. So this person comes in once a week. They come and do all the laundries for the adults and then for the kids, and then when they are done, they toka kama they have mopped or cleaned the house and the surfaces. So this just leaves you with cooking, doing dishes, and taking care of the kids. So I think those are the major things that we normally do every day. Yeah, so this removes that burden of feeling like kuinama, kufua, kuinama, kuosha clothes every day. Kids can be like so dirty playing, and we want them to be kids, so they have to dirtify themselves. So yeah. Okay, so the other thing is dishes to be done after every meal. For example, it's just my husband, my child, and myself. Those are 3 people. So if we took breakfast like 3 cups, 3 spoons, 3 forks, 3 plates, that is easier for me to wash than letting those three things go over lunch, go over supper. There are going to be a lot of things, and on top of that, the sufurias. So if you imagine, I do breakfast dishes alone, then lunch dishes on their own, and then supper alone. It's so many times, yes, but it's fewer. So if I was supposed to take like in the evening, let's say 1.5 hours, I would most definitely take like 20 minutes, which is even 1 hour at the end of the day than the 1.5 hours washing the whole dishes, plus the amount of tiredness. It will be like so much. So washing the dishes after every meal also helps. Dividing chores among household members. This is for people who have at least what do we say, like their kids are a bit big. I think from 5 years. From 5 years is a good age. So 5 years is a good age to be able to start delegating chores. For example, you don't have to do now the beds, like you don't have to spread the beds. You also don't have to fold clothes. You can give babies to fold clothes. Wiping the table after every meal, sweeping the house, or where they took their meals from. What are the other chores that you can give them, babies at least like a good age of above 5? I believe some are also big enough to do some of these meals, of course supervised, and they will reduce some of the stresses, even just doing it with your partner, like even your partner being able to come in. Like if I cook, you wash. If I maybe do the clothes, you go and remove them from the hanging lines and fold. So it's all about the balance, all about the helping out, and it makes work easier and also fun, because my 3-year-old can take her plate to the kitchen, she can wipe the table. So imagine a 5, 6, 7-year-old, I believe they can do much better, so that you don't find yourself you're just doing everything on your own. Yeah, you will get a bit too tired, and also you'll start resenting people in the house because you feel like they're just seated and you are doing everything. My other point is to purchase stuff like household stuff on online stores that do deliver. This will kill the time for you to always go to the shop to buy. And I feel like most people in Nairobi don't live in areas where like the supermarkets are that close. And when I say close, it will take you like 10 minutes to walk there and then 10 minutes back, and of course you will take time shopping. You can't just go to the shop and say I'm going to buy a toothpaste and then you come out with toothpaste. You always come out with something else, and that means it takes more time for you to walk around admiring, looking at things, impulse buying and all that stuff. Especially during the holidays, we have a lot of impulse buying. So it will be so good to purchase things on stores that deliver, and stores of course that are authentic and you believe in. If you want this amount of things, they will bring the exact things that you want. And also adding to the same point, buying things in bulk instead of you doing the online shopping every other day. Of course, it will be good if things last you a minimum of 2 weeks, so that you do maybe twice in a month or even 3 times in a month. If you can do it once like myself, even better. So you purchase like things in bulk, like the wheat flour. You can buy maybe in 6 bills or even the full bill. You can buy rice in many kgs. You can buy oils in the 10 liters or 20 liters. You can buy toothpaste like in two tubes instead of one. Just soaps instead of the bathing soap instead of one. You can buy, let's say, like 4 instead of the washing, like the bar soap for washing clothes. Instead of 1, you can buy like 3 or 4 pieces. Just like that. Instead of 1 kg of maybe the detergent, you can buy maybe 5 kgs or 3 kgs, just depending on the amount of cost of budget that you have and also how the household normally uses this stuff. And this will reduce the amount of time you need to go out to purchase these things or to sit on the internet to order them and then wait for them to be delivered. And also it saves time. Buying things in bulk, it saves money. I meant money. It saves a lot of money because you go do the math. Sometimes like most times, getting things in bulk, it's money saving than buying the small portions. Another thing is, if you are able to afford, purchase equipments that help make your work easier all around the house. And I will even say even the smallest thing like blenders. Instead of you ponder everything, you can just blend everything. Instead of you, let's say, washing dishes, you can afford a dishwasher. Instead of you getting the mamafua, you can afford a cloth, like a washing machine. Instead of you mopping the house or sweeping every time the carpet with a brush, you can afford a vacuum cleaner. Let's even go to the smallest of things. Instead of you bending down to mop the house with a duster, you can buy a mopper with that bucket. What else? I believe there are so many things. What else? It's a small thing. Yeah, instead of you lighting your jiko every time with charcoal, you can get gas, because I believe there's some people who still cook with charcoal. So you can get gas, and this also gives you at least better and easier time in doing things. Instead of you taking 1 hour to light the jiko, maybe at iwaki, the makazi linyeshewa. So yeah, just get to find things in your budget and things that really work for you, that are going to make your work easier. Because again, you don't want to be just working from the time you woke up, going to sleep. You are overly tired, and January is coming for us to go back to work. So make your life easier. And these are the things actually even in the beginning of the year you start saving for. So you see, you want a washing machine, you open an account for it and you save for it, and eventually it will come. That is one item down and one chore done a little bit easier. My last point is going to be reward yourself after doing your chores. Rewarding can be that day there's no cooking supper, you go for takeout. your spouse can decide to spoil you and cook for you your favorite meal. You can decide to take your favorite beverage like a hot chocolate, especially with this kind of weather. You can decide to do ice cream. You can decide to go for a walk. You can decide, your partner can even give you a massage. You can go for your pedicure, manicure, or a facial, even taking a nap. But just the slightest and the tiniest things that you can think in your head, they actually make a big difference, as long as you remember to reward yourself. You're a mother, you are a human being, you need to relax. You also need a time just for yourself, and this is the perfect way to do it. After chores, just reward yourself in however way you think. And this can also include you saving up your money, because December you don't have anywhere to leave your kids, and January, February, when even guys wako wamesota, all the companies like traveling agencies, they're like, whoa, we need people, and you can take yourself for a 3-4 day, 1 week, whatever amount of time you want, for a solo vacation, and you get pampered. You just sleep and just watch Instagram or whatever amount of time you want. So always remember to reward yourself, because this will even give you the motivation and the psyche to feel as if you are looking forward towards something after completing a task. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope also these are going to be some tips that are going to help you, and if you have more additional tips, kindly feel free to add them on the comment section. Happy festive holidays. Until next time, bye.